My wife, Robin, myself, and our two preteen kids are on our way to family camp for the weekend. We've just stopped for lunch. The waiter takes our order, leaves. Robin gets my attention. She smiles sweetly. Do you remember what today is? A chill wind blows across my soul with Robin was driving and talking to me on the way here, but I was barely holding up my end of the conversation. At least half my brain is focused on a work problem. I don't have my laptop with me, so I can't do anything about it, but that doesn't stop me from thinking about it. In the restaurant, Robin's question yanks me out of that world and into this one. Now I am desperately reviewing fragments of recent conversations, the restaurant decor, what people are wearing, anything for a clue. But I can't find one. I have no idea what I've forgotten. Finally, my kids take pity on me. Dad, it's your anniversary. They think it's funny because they don't understand. When Robin and I first got married, Robin was a public school teacher. I was working on my bachelor's degree in English literature. Classic power couple. For our anniversary, I'd cook Robin a fancy meals featuring something like steak au poivre. Buy her some roses if the fancy meal hadn't drained our bank account, and write her a romantic poem. Over time, I graduated and got a job. Home-cooked meals gave way to restaurant meals. Roses were no longer contingent on the cost of the meal, and romantic poems became romantic anniversary cards. But not just any anniversary card. My favorite cards are made by papyrus, works of art suitable for any occasion, with the inside left blank for my message. I pick a card with artwork that inspires me, and then compose a message inspired by Robin and the artwork. I want to give Robin something that I've created, something like a carefully selected card with a thoughtfully written message that lets her know how much I love her and how well I know her. Married now for 20 years and deep into parenthood, we are striving to simplify our lives, every aspect. For example, this summer we agreed to stop mowing the backyard. It is now a lush green jungle cresting somewhere over my ankles. Anniversaries are not exempt from simplification. For example, we have agreed that fancy dinners are negotiable. But I give Robin roses and a card. The thing is, fancy meals and roses are fleeting, but Robin keeps my cards. Dad, it's your anniversary. They think my forgetfulness is funny because they don't know I've hurt Robin's feelings. I know she's upset, despite her cheerful facade. I'm upset with myself. I love Robin, and I want her to know that. I know my wedding date, and yet I couldn't connect that with this day, today, our anniversary. I wonder how much of my time and attention I've transferred from our relationship to my work. I apologize to Robin. She smiles and hands me an anniversary card. I open it. It's lovely. I thank her, kiss her, and then our food comes. This year, we had a lot of fun at family camp, despite the sometimes frosty edge to the July heat. And then it was time to go home. A year has passed. I am very aware of our approaching anniversary. And the fact that once again, it falls on family camp weekend. That location puts a lot of pressure on me to excel in my anniversary celebrations because we're returning to the scene of the crime. Everything she sees, a reminder of last year's failure. But I have two gift ideas that I think will help me overcome those bad memories. First, for our anniversary day, a very traditional choice delivered with a family camp twist. Second, something I'm going to create for her to find after she gets back home. It's Friday, the day before our anniversary. Family camp check-in begins this afternoon. I work at home. I've just sent Robin and the kids off by themselves. I'll join them later. I told Robin that I had to work late. I wasn't sure how late, and I wanted to make sure they at least arrived on time. My explanation was 100% true, but not so transparent. I wasn't going to be working late for my company. I was going to finish at noon, but then I was going to start working on her second gift. How long that'll take, I really don't know. But to keep it a surprise, I had to wait to work on it until after everybody was gone. So everybody gone. I finish my work, I create her second gift, and head off to family camp. It's the next day, Saturday, our anniversary. All the families come back from breakfast. We have a little bit of time before the first event of the day, so everybody's just hanging around outside for now. I asked Robin if she'd get me something from our room, knowing that she'll find a note on the door asking us to stop by the registration desk. Robin goes to our room, she goes to the registration desk. She comes back, walking past all the other family campers, wearing a big smile on her face, and carrying a gorgeous bouquet of roses, receiving admiring compliments and queries about the occasion as she processes along the camp. Robin is not someone who seeks to be the center of attention. If she'd felt uncomfortable, she could have come back another way. But her smile tells me that she's enjoying her brief reign as queen for the day. Robin's smile also tells me that she got my message, that I love her, and that makes me very happy. This year, we had a frost-free fun at family camp, and then it was time to go home. We all got back home about the same time. We've been back in the house for a little bit. Robin is walking across the living room. She happens to glance out the window at the backyard's lush green jungle. Something catches her eye. On Friday, after Robin and the kids left, after I finished work, I went out to the lush green jungle and into the noonday heat and humidity of July. For the next hour and a half or so, I took measurements, put rocks down on the grass as landmarks, trampled the grass to start creating a path, didn't like the result, so I moved the rocks, trampled some more grass, and finally, drenched in sweat and satisfied with the result, I pushed the lawnmower along the path repeatedly. The first time, I set the lawnmower to its maximum cutting height, which still wasn't high enough for the lush green jungle. I had to muscle the lawnmower along, stopping frequently to clear big clumps of damp, sticky grass from the lawnmower's blade. After I finished that first time, the path was visible, but just barely. So time after time, each time lowering the lawnmower's cutting height another notch, I pushed the lawnmower through the damp, sticky, blade-fouling grass until I was plastered in sweat and bits of grass and satisfied that the path I'd cut into the lush green jungle was unmistakably clear. Back in the moment, responding to what she's just seen, Robin quickly exits the house through the door to the back porch. I join her there just as she steps down to the lush green jungle and sets off across the yard with a huge smile on her face. Robin's smile tells me that she got my message, that I know her to the depths of her whimsical soul and back, and that also makes me very happy. Robin stops traversing the yard, puts both of her hands high over her head, laughs, and does a little ballerina-esque twirl right in the middle of the 45-foot-long heart that I had carved into the lush green jungle for her because I really love her quite a lot and because I knew it would delight her.